Hey, great, little marks for time. Hey, give yourself a hand, you've been great. Speakers have been great. And we've been way in the future. We're going to kind of go back to the past. So finding magic, read connections, stories, meanings, and names, or why Chinden should be reading Chinese Gardens. So here's me looking for magic / connections. I'm a student in Budapest, and I'm tired of the big city. I'm going out. I'm trying to connect to the countryside. This is not the magic. This is the tax. This is the border station. So here I'm in this isolated little spot on the place called Prusta. It's like a desert. This is a spot that hasn't recovered from the Mongols invaded in 1227. That's what it says right there, 1227. This is like, you think about nations recovering. So I go to sleep on the roadside, tired. I go biking at night, waked up by the moon. There's a few fireflies. I'm bicycling along. There's frogs going next to the road. They've got these little fluorescent stripes. It's magical. And I go into this area called Kun Ország. I mean, in Hungarian, that means Kun country. This is called the Kumans. This is the country. This is a group that came out of this like Asian area and has gone into Hungary. And what was once a great country is now just a little collection of villages. You can see in the Kun, you see little Kuns. There's no remnant of this country. They've completely disappeared. Come to this little isolated area and then gone away. So here we are. See, I told you we were in the future. Now we're in the past. And so what became interesting to me was looking at names as a way of reconnecting to the past. So next we've got Bannock Street just around the corner here. Now we're going to be in Idaho for a while. So we've got Idaho, now Bannock Street, now we've got all these kind of crazy names. You've got Front Street, Grove Street, Main Street, State Street, and then we've got Bannock Street. Where did Bannock come from? Well, this is the Bannock. These are the tribes. They used to live here. These people traded horses. These were your entrepreneurs in 1870. These would have been around the corner. They would have been talking. They would have their own Paiute language. And they would have been talking and visiting and trading. This was their territory. And so they've been quite common in this area. They fought the U.S. government in 1878, lost. Now there's 3,500 of them remaining, and they're disappearing. They've merged with the Shoshone group. There's other things disappearing too. You've got the Civil War towns. This is Atlanta, Warren, Leesburg. All of them had a contingent of Southern sympathizers. They would have like the Union town and then the Confederate town, and they'd actually brawl between the two. But the weird thing is that Idaho actually helped the Union win the war. This is the Civil War. So much of this gold. Yeah, come on, give it a cheer. Yeah, Idaho. Gold. So the other part of it, around here, this is the Egyptian theater. Around this area would have been a lot of the Chinese.
That's me.
That's you. 30% of Idaho was Chinese in 1870. It came from this area of Guangzhou, the Pearl River Delta. And they came there. Most of them were single. Came over as bachelors. They came over as miners. They came over as farmers. Those farmers set up Garden City. And many of where Garden City is now was where the Chinese farmers would farm and then sell their produce to the mines. So now you've got Chinden. Chinden Boulevard. This is once where the Chinese farmers were. It was once a sleepy two-lane road, US 2026. And what we're in Chinden combines Chinese and gardens. They wanted to find a better name than Highway 2026, so they paid someone won $25 naming US 2026 for Chinden, combined the two. So why should we rename it Chinese Gardens rather than Chinden? Well, for one, it sounds like a better place to have coffee, and everything's about coffee. And Garden City has no past, so I think that Chinese Gardens, tomorrow is much better than Chinden today. So whether or not we actually can persuade ITD and Ada County to change the name of of the street, what I want you to do is take a look at the names and places and look for the magic and the stories that surround you.